old C10 registered to me. I've actually done a decent amount of work to it since the last time you've seen it. Put a couple belts on it, rebuilt the quadrajet, a couple things I can't think of off the top of my head. But today we're going to see if we can't get it running. Got some other stuff planned to do today to it as well, so stay tuned. Here's the 85 C10. Kind of a dreary day to be working on it, just a fine mist coming down. Been having to wipe everything off, but you can't choose the weather. This morning I cleaned the grounds. There's one right there on the alternator bracket, one here on the frame. You've got one here and one back there on the firewall, and I believe that's all of them. And also I lost my oil cap. I was sitting up there, you know, working on the engine bay back whenever I was putting on the carburetor and stuff like that. And my elbow brushed it and it teleported to another dimension, and I have not been able to find it anywhere. So I have to buy another one of those. I took off the clutch fin and the fan shroud because I had a leak. I was putting coolant in the radiator and I just saw it just start pouring down. So I was like, where is that? And I looked for it for a second and I took that off, and I found it was actually this plug right here was missing. But I also took it off just so I'd have more room to do everything. But that's pretty much it today. Got the carburetor on it. Let's hope that it'll, you know, at least let it run. I'm not real optimistic on this quadrajet here, but without any further ado, let's just connect that battery up and see if it'll start. Oh, one thing. I also have a jerry-rigged fuel system, so we won't be pulling from the fuel tank because, you know, it's probably 10 years old gas. But basically, I just put a hose going down into a gas can. I don't have the gas can out yet, but this is a return system, so I imagine it's probably going to use all that gas pretty fast and return it back to the tank. I didn't feel like taking the return line off too and redirecting it into the tank. With all this other stuff, I guess I got a little lazy. But all right, let's start this thing up, see if it'll run. Couple squirts of carb cleaner. Let's see if it busts off. Man, listen how quiet that is. Holding about 35 pounds of oil pressure. Probably need to tighten that alternator belt a little bit. Oh, definitely that power steering. I don't know if that's condensation or a little bit of smoke, maybe burning a little oil. As y'all saw, she was a little bit of a smoker. I think it was actually burning oil. I don't think that was condensation from it sitting so long. I think that was actually some oil burning. I could be wrong. Might surprise me. But for 700 bucks, I don't think I could beat this deal, especially now that I've got it running. A lot better than it just sitting here and looking at it every day, actually being able to fire it up. But next, I've got to actually do something about the fuel system because I can't keep bringing a gas can out here because it really did. It ran out of gas. It had probably 2 gallons in it, and it took 4 minutes of running for it to suck up all the fuel because I imagine it's returning the rest of it didn't use into the fuel tank. So Either that or it's just got terrible gas mileage. Could be either one, I guess. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'm so ecstatic that it runs. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.